Hi guys, in this video I am talking to you about how to market your tiny business when you don't necessarily have the means to. Also talking about the best resources to learn photography and about DSLRs. And finally, what to do if you have a skill or have an interest and you want to expound upon that and build a small business. What do? So let's get started. Through my Instagram account, I asked folks on my Insta story to send in a few questions, and I would do my best to answer them on my vlog. So here we go. My friend Margaret asks, in regards to strengths and weaknesses, what should one do to market their small business if that is their weakness and they don't necessarily have the means to hire someone to do their marketing? Great question. This I feel I have a little bit of knowledge in because I had to kind of do guerrilla marketing myself for my business. I did not have money to go hire a firm or someone to go do my marketing for me. That being said, the number one thing I would say is to work out something with someone who does marketing and stick to your primary channel of social media. So what I mean by that is this. I do social media marketing and management kind of as a very small micro business for companies who they have a great product, but they're not able to necessarily manage or maintain their social media. I excel in those areas. I love to manage social media. I love being on socials, and I can fairly well grow my small business and those people that hire me for that. A lot of these businesses don't have money to really put up, and so what I do and what Margaret can do is work out a contract to where she might pay a very low monthly fee just to kind of cover the basics of ads or campaigns to get her name out there. But at the same time, because there's a smaller monthly fee that she'll pay, commissions. The short answer is find someone who can manage your social media and grow your following and push your product. Hire them for a small monthly fee plus commission of whatever they sell of your product while you're in that contract. 10 to 20% commission is good. You might also consider bumping your prices up just slightly to sort of buffer that commission cost. The next question we have comes from my friend Deanna in Clearwater, Florida. She asks, what are the best resources for learning photography and DSLRs and that sort of thing. She also mentioned that she spends more time trying to find these resources than she actually does learning from them. And so there's a few free options here. There's obviously YouTube. One great channel is Adorama. They are a photography store, I believe out of New York, I want to say, but they put out some great free tutorials on like the basics. There's also Creative Live is a website. It's paid, you have to pay for it, but photographers will go and they will make video series, tutorials, and then you can go and pay for those video tutorials. You kind of have to be careful who you're learning from because some people just do this as a side business and they just want to make money, and so they're not very careful on what they're putting out. You might pay a lot of money for some very, very basic info that you kind of want to know. Another option is lynda.com, and I'm going to put all the links to these in the description of this video so that you can click on that and move from there. Another option is in your local area, try to find well-known or knowledgeable photographers who offer workshops. I've attended a couple workshops, they're excellent, and in those instances, you're getting one-on-one contact with the photographer, so even if they're doing it as kind of a ploy to just make money, you can pick their brain and you can kind of sort of force their hand to tell you the information you need to know. And they're working off reviews. The more they give you, the more, the better review they're going to expect from you, and so that will be beneficial to you. Third and final question, it's a vague question from my friend Zach, out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's slightly vague, but it's broad, and so we can answer this in a broad sense. What does one do if they have a proven skill or even just an interest that they want to build a business upon, but they don't know how to get started? So this could be anything. This could be photography, this could be YouTube vlogging, social media, this could be day trading stocks or day trading digital currencies. Where to go? First off, Google the mess out of it. Get every bit of knowledge you possibly can get for free. That would be my first step. Second, using free resources, try to build upon that in whatever way you can. Learn as much about it as you can because you may have an interest. Or you may say, I'm really good at this, I should make it a business. But just because you're good at something or because you have an interest in it does not mean necessarily that you should go make a business out of this. That can be dangerous. I say the next step would be to go and give it a shot. Okay, don't dump $10,000 into this. Don't try to go get a bank loan. The worst thing you can do right off the bat for a small business that you're not quite sure of is to go get a loan. That's ridiculous. So one principle that I live by is this, that resourcefulness is greater than resources. Okay, to start photography, I started very basic. You know, one camera, it was garbage. My photos lacked, but I hit it hard. The passion pulled me through, and now years later, I've been doing it for 7 years. Years later, I've got the skills and the abilities and the technique, and I've got the gear and all of this, but it started out with resourcefulness, okay? For the first 3 years, I posted Craigslist ads every single day of the year, all over the state of Virginia, where I live, in neighboring states. Resourcefulness, you have to be resourceful. I know people that feel like they need all the camera gear and all the money and all the fame and all this stuff before they even go shoot you know, a wedding. That's not the way to do it. The way to do it is go shoot your first wedding. Do it. Just do it. Okay? Don't blow all your savings on it. Don't try to buy all the high-tech gear. Take what you have right now and do it. And if you feel like, you know, obviously if you're very basic, if you're trying to get into photography or that sort of thing, and I use this as the example because this is what I do, if you don't have a decent camera, then obviously you need that. But you don't need 3 cameras, 7 lenses, and 4 flashes, and strobes, and resourcefulness over resources. And one final thing, going along with building a small business that pertains to an interest or a hobby or a skill that you have, don't quit your day job, all right? Very, very few people start a small business and make it and can just quit their day job from day one of starting their small business. It's very unlikely. The fact of the matter is you have to pound and pound and pound and work and hustle and grind and sweat and cry and bleed for months before anything takes off, right? Very seldom do you ever hear, if ever, someone, you know, clicking that button or turning that key and it just happens. You know, even Airbnb, for example, the founders of Airbnb started their company over 7 or 8 times. They restarted 7 or 8 times because they kept crashing it and kept crashing it. And those guys quit their job from day one and struggled and crashed it, and they were $50,000 in credit card debt, and they had to sell cereal, okay, just to go from -50 to 0. Now, they made 50 grand selling cereal just to get them up to sea level, and from there, years and years and years of grinding, pounding, sweating, fighting, crying. Now they're a profitable company with valuation higher than that of the Marriott, okay? But from day one, it was a struggle, it was a grind. Don't think that you're gonna come into this and just say, I am a restaurateur, or I am a photographer, or I am whatever, underwater basket weaver. You have to fight for it. It's not gonna come easy. One side note, a lot of people are looking into passive income, right? Everyone says, oh, I want passive income, passive income. There's no such thing as passive income. Here's what I mean. People think that they can just click on something or make a website and all of a sudden it's generating funds. That is not the way it works. You have to put in 3, 5, 7, 10 years of work to build something before it will just automatically generate funds, okay? There's no trick or that I've seen, and I look and I search daily for this kind of stuff. There's no trick or anything like that that's gonna give you passive income. Passive income comes from years of 12-hour days, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Years of that will lead to passive income. So don't get it twisted in your head that you're gonna have passive income and you're gonna make all this money. It's not gonna happen right off the bat. Guys, I wanna say thanks for watching. If there are any interest that you might have in the vlog that I'm putting out on a weekly basis, message me in the comments, let me know, text me if you know me. Let me know what you think. Also, in the description, you can find links to my Instagram. I would love a follow on Facebook. And of course, hit that subscribe button. I'm new to YouTube as of making this video, and so we're just trying to plow ahead and kind of see where this goes. I'm very excited about it and I love it. So let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments. Thanks. Have an excellent day.